Gardening season, of course, is here.
And instead of buying the traditional same old annuals year after year, we got a theme here. Lisa Briggs from the Brewers Company is here.
Hi.
And this is kind of a fun thing to do with the kids.
I think so. I had a lady client in Sheboygan who had all of her gardens were themed. She had a music garden where she had all that jazz coneflower and Stairway to Heaven, Jacob's Ladder. But it's a good way to get your kids going, especially with vegetables, because if they get to choose the vegetables, then they're more inclined to maybe eat them.
Sure, if they have a stake in it.
Along with those eggs that they're supposed to eat now. So with veg, you can do things like a salsa garden, which is, you know, a pepper and tomato and cilantro.
So
super easy.
Plant those together. That's a theme.
Yes, you can put it in a pot or you can put it in the garden.
What is the theme next to me?
That is the animal theme.
And so there's
there's toad lily.
Okay.
And turtle head, which is the tall one.
This is the turtle head right there.
And pig squeak.
The pig squeak is in the front.
You could have a dogwood.
You could put all that under a dogwood.
There you go.
Indeed.
I can play along.
You can play.
All right, over on this end.
This is like if you wanted to do something Italian. So you could do a couple of plum tomatoes and basil or oregano, so you could make sauce.
Oh, good idea.
And then this is fragrance. So we've got lavender and heliotrope, which is very vanilla scented, and a rose scented geranium.
Is it time to put the tomatoes and all that stuff in?
Indeed. You can put tomatoes in. You can put everything in now, especially given that it's going to be 90 degrees this weekend.
Oh, finally.
But with all this heat and no rain, you're going to have to remember to water, 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 water.
I noticed my lawn's getting a little brown in spots.
Yes.
It's amazing because it was so wet.
It was so wet, and now it is not so wet, and it happens really fast. Turns on a dime.
So everything goes in the garden now.
Everything goes in the garden now.
I think we're going to do it tomorrow. We're going to plant our straw bale garden tomorrow.
That's what I hear. Linda's coming over.
Maybe we should do a theme.
There you go. I'll send Linda with some plants. She'll be thrilled.
Now, are these are tomato plants that go in the ground, or can you put them in a pot? Or?
You can do either with tomatoes. I find that cherry tomatoes and plum tomatoes are better in pots.
Oh.
They do better in pots than really big beefsteaks.
But you see the patio tomatoes.
Yes, but there are patio tomatoes,
and what is
which
that?
are
What's
made,
that?
They're genetically altered so they stay small, so they're perfect for containers. The thing to remember if you're going to do tomatoes in containers is you want a really big container. So 14 inches in diameter or bigger for a tomato plant. They have lots of roots. They need lots of moisture to ripen all that fruit. So get a big pot.
And they love the heat.
And they love the heat, as do peppers. Maybe we'll actually get some pepper crops this year. The last couple summers, it's been kind of chilly, and we haven't had good peppers, especially hot ones.
And if you're putting tomatoes in the ground, should you move those? Because they take a lot of energy out of the soil.
Well, it's called rotation planting, and it's really good because different plants take different things from the soil. They also have diseases that can be in the soil. So if you put things on a 3 or 4 year rotation, so if you had tomatoes in one spot, you don't want to plant peppers or eggplants or anything in that tomato family. Same thing with squash or onions or the brassicas like broccoli and that kind of stuff. So if you quarter off, you can just move everything like musical chairs.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Somebody said the tomatoes are the Humvees of plant world. They take all this
They do take a
juice.
ton of space, but things like beans and peas put all that nitrogen back in. So if you could just go around in a
everything going now. Just make sure you water.
Everything goes in now. Stay water. Yep, keep up with the watering.
It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot. I hate that hot weather.
The plants love it.
They do.
All right.
Thanks, Lisa. Good to see you.
Yeah, great idea.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. We'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.